Hey, folks, my guest today is Milan Zarednik. He's the co-founder and CEO of a company called Propster. With over 15 years of experience in the real estate industry, he's the industry's leading voice on how the DACH region is currently embracing prop tech and what possibilities this may present worldwide. Follow along at propster.tech. Milan, you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
excited. Thank you for
So
having me.
just to be clear, you're not an agency. You actually have software built, right?
Yeah, it's actually a quite interesting story. Props was bootstrapped out of one of my former agencies. So it was an agency before.
Interesting. How, in terms of revenue, how much revenue did the agency do before you spun out Propster?
It was around 1.5 million.
And what year was that?
It was 20. Yeah, it was actually 2017, 2016. End of
Wow.
20 end of 2017, we founded Propster.
And you said 1.7 million agency revenue?
Yeah.
Interesting. So what gave you conviction to move away from the agency and into software? That's not a small amount of revenue to walk away from.
That's true, and my wife was also not very happy about that. But there was a quite simple reason. Like I was working in the industry with the agency for more than 15 years, and I was really ready to do something new. To do something big. I already reached somehow the ceiling, and yeah, this opportunity popped up, and I just embraced it. And
Well, what does
so
that mean,
far,
Milan? Popped up. Did you own 100% of the agency?
yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
owned 100% of the agency, and Propster was actually built out of a pilot project with a client, 2017.
Did you give the client equity in the new business or do you own
No,
100% of
no,
Propster?
no, no. I founded Propster with three business angels from the industry, but the client was not involved.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you took the validation from the client to some of your friends with money, angels, raised some capital early, then
Angels,
built this, and you already
exactly.
had your first customer.
Exactly. The pilot project was actually paid. It was basically a paid project. And when we started, we realized that what we are doing here is actually a SaaS business. We can build a SaaS business out of it. And I was sharing this also with one of my mentors, and he just recently sold a company and said, "Hey, Milan, you have to go for this. This is like huge opportunity."
How much was the pilot for?
I think it was like 20K or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
20,000 bucks. So again, and
Yeah.
then how much did you raise from angels to get going?
We started quite small with 150K. Yeah. And this was like let's call it kind of seed, pre-seed.
Yep, back in 2017, right?
Yeah, end of 2017. Actually, the business started 2018, beginning of 2018.
Okay. Now fast forward to today. What are customers paying you for? Describe the technology.
Yeah, so basically it's a SaaS-enabled marketplace, but this is also something what developed through the last 3 years. Right now, on average, the clients pay around 800 euros. Euros in
Per month or
per month.
year?
Yeah,
Monthly.
per month.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's about
it depends.
$950. And what are they paying for when you say SaaS enabled marketplace? What are the two sides of the marketplace?
Yeah, so the SaaS business is just simply explained a configurator. You can configure your apartment, house, or office, like configuring a car online. And everything what you configure online, all the products and the services are coming from a marketplace. So the SaaS is enabling the marketplace, and the marketplace, the idea behind the marketplace is to get commissions out of the products which have been chosen through the configurator.
Oh, what's going on there, YouTube? Good to see you guys. Now imagine this. You love watching these interviews with SaaS founders, but imagine if we took all of the valuation data out from over 2,807 interviews I've done manually. Saves you a lot of time. Well, we've done this. We've built it into the beautiful interface inside of FounderPath. Check this out. I'll show you how you can access this in a second, but you log in, you connect your Stripe account, you see your valuation real time, you can see what it changed over the past 88 days, and even set goals for valuation this year. Now, the secret to valuation is there's many different ways to value a SaaS business. So the reason you're going to see 3 or 4 different valuations inside of your FounderPath dashboard, this is all free by the way, is because depending on who's doing the buying of your SaaS company, you're going to get a different valuation. A VC is going to pay a different valuation. Private equity firm is different. If you're going to do a minority sale, that's different. And if you sell the whole business, that's a different valuation. You can see all those when I hover over here. Right. So the teal is what a VC would pay. Yellow is what private equity. And red is if you sold the whole thing outright. Now, what's cool about this is not built off random data. Again, you guys hear these interviews on YouTube. All these data are built from real-time valuation data points founders share with us on the show. So traction, 1.2 million, seed round, 3.7 raise. They sold 22% of their business. Go in here and filter by the event. Maybe you only want to see companies that have sold the whole business. Well, here are a bunch that have been acquired, the valuation and the multiple. Maybe you're going out right now and you're raising your seed round. Well, go in here and look at all this recent seed deals that went down, what they raised, what valuation they raised at, and what percent that they sold. There's never been a larger data set of SaaS valuations than what you can get now inside of FounderPath, and we're thrilled to bring it to you. All right, we're going to go back to the YouTube video here in a second, but if you want to check this tool out, if you want to jump in and sign up, you can check it out for free to get your valuation at this link, founderpath.com/products/valuations. Or if you go to founderpath.com and hover over products, click on get your valuation here and go ahead and sign up to give it a whirl. Again, all that valuation data live right inside the platform. I hope to see you there. All right, let's jump back into the interview. I see. Okay, so can you, I'm going to go in here and try and find an example. I'm in your configuration tool and I just pulled in this very cool sort of like circular table. Name one of your table vendors and how do you pass me, someone using your SaaS tool, as a lead to the person and the manufacturer that makes this table?
You mean, can you explain a little bit more in detail? What do you mean with table?
I'm using your software right now, designing my apartment. I drag in one of these tables to see what it looks like in the virtual design.
Okay.
How do you
Yeah, this is it's working a little bit differently. So we are a B2B SaaS business. So our clients are mainly property developers, general contractors. And the biggest issue what they have is exactly what you just tried to describe. Like, I have an individual request. I want to have something individual in my apartment, and this is a huge issue. And what we try to do is with the SaaS solution is really to build something more modular to guide the customer through a predefined product selection, through predefined packages, so you can. Like a car.
Yep.
So
Milan, I totally understand that. What I'm trying to get is the other side of the market. So name a sink manufacturer that you're going to give leads to, or a table manufacturer that you're going to give leads to from your SaaS.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we have like manufacturers like Geberit or Villeroy-en-Boch, Duravit, like European manufacturers in the marketplace.
How many manufacturers have you given at least one sort of paid customer to over the past 12 months?
I would say around 25, something like that.
Okay, 25. And how many builders, right, construction folks have used your SaaS tool to plan their buildings?
Right now we have around 100 clients with over 15,000, nearly 20,000 users. And like
20,000 what?
20,000 users. So basically the property developer is providing the solution to their customers. Like, you have a apartment building with 100 units, and these are the users for us.
Well, a unit is not a user. It's not a live thing. What do you mean the units are the users?
The unit is the apartment, and one apartment is a user for us.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Who an apartment can't use software? It's not a living thing. Who is the thing using your tool?
The person who is buying the apartment or living in the apartment. Yeah,
I see. Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, this makes a lot of sense to me now. And so when you say that the average person is paying $950 per month, is that the building owner? And they have to get enough seats for all the people buying each of the 100 apartments to cover like the use?
Yeah. So the property company is paying the license. It's around 800 euros per month.
I see.
They give it to their customers for free, basically.
Got it. So you have 100 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 100 at $950 per month means you're doing about what, $90,000, $100,000 a month right now in revenue?
Exactly. Yeah. This is what we are with 21.
Well, that's great. Congratulations on the growth. Where were you exactly a year ago?
So the first year we tripled, then double. So we doubled right now.
Well, okay, got it. So you're at $95,000 a month today, which means in January of 2021, you're at about $45,000 a month in revenue.
Um, yeah, it was actually 44,000. Yeah.
40. Fair enough. Fair enough. Very close. Did you raise more after 150,000 pre-seed round, or you bootstrapped?
Yeah. So as you can imagine, it was quite a challenge, to coming from a agency business into SaaS. So in the beginning, it was a combination of license and one-time payments, and we learned like our way how SaaS business should work, trying to focus more on the license on the licenses and going away from one-time payments. And with focusing more on MRR, it was also more and more interesting for investors. And last year in May 2021, we raised our seed plus round with 3 million, and until today we raised 3.5 million.
I see. Got it. So 3 million in your seed, 150,000 in your pre-seed. I'm missing about $400,000. Where'd that come in?
Yeah, there were like some extensions, seed extensions, and some smaller convertible notes between the seed plus.
Yeah. I see. Okay, got it. So more like last year, you raised like 3.3 million on top of the 150,000 you already raised.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I see. Okay, very cool. Now, most people when they're raising their seed round, they're selling 10 to 20% of the business. Were you selling sort of like 20% as well?
Yeah, a little bit less. So the valuation was the last one was 10 million.
10 million. And did that feel like the right valuation to you when you did it?
A hard question. I would say it's fair. It's good.
Was that pre-money or post?
Post money.
Okay, so pre was 6.47 million, post was 10 million.
Yeah.
So you sold about 30% of the business.
Yeah, we had some convertible notes there too, and actually it was in I think 25% was in the end the equity we give away.
I see. Okay, because of how the caps worked on those notes.
Yeah,
exactly. I see. Okay, what about your co-founder story? Are you the sole founder, or you have co-founders?
Yeah, I'm solo founder, but I have PSOP incentivized co-founders.
I see. What does that mean? Like, how much equity have you reserved for the team?
35%.
Oh, okay, great. Very easy number there. So employee, the ESOP pool is 35%. Investors own, it sounds like total about 25%, and then you own the rest.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay, and that would be about 40% is what you would own today.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still get excited about waking up every morning only owning 40%?
I mean, look, the journey has just started, right? I think, sure, I'm excited, but on the other side, of course, it's still lots of work, and the journey is ahead of us. So yeah.
Milan, how much of that 3 million is still in the bank today?
1 million.
Okay, so are you looking to do another raise here soon?
Yeah, we want to raise this year.
How much are you hoping to raise?
It's a good question. Something between 5, 10, 15 million, something like that. It really depends on the growth now, the next months.
What do you want to get revenue to before you go out and raise?
Yeah, we would like to be at around 120K MRR.
Okay, well, you're pretty close to that already, right?
Yeah, we are. It's not so far away.
So, I mean, if you're at $100,000 a month in revenue or 1.2 million a year in terms of run rate, and you go out and raise 10 million bucks, right? What valuation do you hope to get?
Yeah, I think I try to get at least like 50 million valuation, something like that, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said 150, right?
50.
Yeah. That'll be great. I mean, I've certainly seen crazier things. I mean, what is that in terms of a multiplier? That is like a 1.2. That's like a 40x multiplier, but really fast growth, right?
True. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Yeah. Let's see. As still we have some homework to do, and looking forward to start fundraising.
Why do you need to raise all that money? I mean, what requires capital about this business? Why can't you bootstrap and get profitable and just pay yourself and get rich off dividends?
Yeah, it's basically about the pace of growth. We want to invest into sales, and grow faster, grow more international. So when we started, it was very much focused on the DACH region, so German-speaking countries. And like the first important step was outside, like having business outside of the DACH region. This is something what we established last year, and now we know that we can basically build a global business out of it, and that's why we want to use the investment to invest into growth.
How many folks are on the team today?
We have a headcount of 41 right now.
41. How many sales reps with the quota?
This will surprise you. We have only 2 sales guys.
2. What's their quota?
It's 5,000 MRR per month.
So you want them to add 60,000 in new. Well, hold on, 5,000 per month, which would be 6. So you want them to add about 1.2 million in new ARR, or sorry, 720,000 in new ARR per year.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, and have they hit it over the past 12 months?
No.
Why not?
There are different reasons. I think we still underestimated a little bit like the sales cycles. The industry is like the real estate industry is old-fashioned slow. When we started, it was kind of, we had a quite boosted the whole business quite, as I said, like we tripled in the first year, and we were like super excited. And then the years after, we realized, okay, we have to be aware of that the business can grow also a little bit slower. And it is, there's always the story that you have these early adopters, and people jump on new technology quite quickly, and then you have to prove that actually the whole or the bigger market is also jumping onto your technology, and this is something the stage we are right now.
Understood. How many engineers are on the team?
Right now we have 12.
12. And what are you paying to get a new, one of these 100 property owners? What's your CAC?
Again, what do you mean?
What's your customer acquisition cost?
The customer acquisition cost is, I just received the latest, was just give me 1 second, because I saw that. Where is it? I think it was around 5K or something like that.
Okay, so $5,000 to get a new customer that pays about $1,000 a month. So you have about a 5-month payback, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, not terrible. It'll be interesting to see what you do here as you grow and can contemplate raising capital. But for now, Milan, let's wrap up with the famous 5. Number 1, favorite business book.
Delivering Happiness by Tony Hsieh, who passed away sadly some months ago.
Yeah. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Yeah, of course, like Elon Musk.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building Propster?
The favorite what again?
Online tool.
LinkedIn.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
I would like to have at least 8, but in average it's like 6, I would say.
Okay. Hey, Milan, what's your situation? Are you married, single, kids?
Yeah, I'm married and I have 2 children.
2 kids. It's great. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 40.
40 years old. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
When I was 20, listen to the more experienced people, and just be thankful for advice. And this is something what I would tell my 20-year-old myself.
Guys, I predict this will be a $100 million business quickly because he follows a similar pattern. Built an agency to $1.7 million in 2017 before shutting it down and spitting out his SaaS company with a $20,000 project. Built directly with a client, brought on $150,000 from angels to get it launched in 2018. Today, 100 customers paying $950 a month on average for about $100,000 a month in revenue. They raised 3.3 million seed last year on a 10 million post-money valuation. Milan still owns, call it 45-50% of the business, looking to scale, potentially raising 10 on a 50 here later this year. We're rooting for him again. It's technology that helps you plan your apartment, and also find the materials, build it. It's a SaaS enabled marketplace. Milan, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you very much, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.